up Friday.
Packers had a bad loss on Sunday, and I'm not even talking about the actual on the field. I'm talking about this guy. Tucker Kraft is playing like one of the best Pro Bowl tight ends you can imagine. He's out for the remainder of the year, it appears, and they're going to have to find a way to go on without him. He is George Kittle to that offense. He is that good. He is that important. He has been #1 target for Jordan Love. Now, what do you do without him in the lineup?
That's the question. I said it this morning. Will the real Green Bay Packers please stand up? You'll be there Monday night at Lambeau Field. What do you expect?
I mean, I talked to you guys about this on the call. If you tell me a team lost to the Browns, a team lost to the Carolina Panthers, and they tied with the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to be like, that team can't win a football game. That team can't be a playoff team. Oh, wait, it's the Green Bay Packers. It's a team who we have seen at times this year be the best team in football. We remember how this season started versus the Detroit Lions. What's on the line Monday night to me for the Green Bay Packers is to prove that you are a true contender, to prove that you can play through adversity, but also stand up against the best of the best after not having a great week. Matt LaFleur understands that this team was put together, especially after the trade for Micah Parsons, to go win the Super Bowl. You have to win games like this against the team that sent you home last year.
I need to know if Jordan Love is elite. Like, we know he's good, but is he elite? We watched those highlights. He threw this ball into a team meeting.
Yeah.
You have to understand, when you get the football, you have the team's fate in your hands. And you talk about Jordan Love, like, now he's going to have to elevate and show us that he can be a force multiplier. Because without Kraft, who I believe was the best offensive player on their team, the most versatile, he's going to have to step up and make some of these plays. He's going to have to develop some more of these young receivers. He's going to have to find a way to get Matthew Golden to play up to his potential. And for that, he's going to have to show that he's elite. Because that's what the elite players do. When they lose people, everybody's dealing with injuries, they find a way to still get the productivity that they need.
Sometimes he's great and sometimes he's cheeks. And so you were telling us this morning, I'm falling in love with that term. I'm going to overuse it the rest of the day at minimum. This is you're telling me this is a sneaky good rivalry.
Sneaky great rivalry right now, and might be an NFC Championship preview. You started the season last year in Brazil, and you lose to the Eagles on that surface, and you say, okay, well, it was in Brazil, it wasn't. Then you end the season, and it's in Philly, and you lose in the playoff game. And then in the offseason, if you guys remember, who proposed the ban on the tush push? It was the Green Bay Packers. These two franchises, they've had history. The Eagles have had the best of them, and I don't think they particularly love each other. So if you're the Packers, we're home. We're on Monday Night Football. Everyone's watching. I think this is the best game the NFC has seen this year so far. Company man. I would also say that this is a biggest opportunity for the Packers to show something that, like, hey, we don't just show up some games. We're there and we belong on the same field.
Packers are a slim favorite at home.
It was a 3-point spread. It's down to 1.5, so we've seen money on Philadelphia. The takeaway there is if you're only laying 1.5 at home, the other team's the better team. Philadelphia's rested 15 days to get ready for this game. Rare spot where you come off the bye and get the Monday night game. That's a big advantage for Philadelphia. To the point on Jordan Love, 44 career starts, including the postseason. What's his signature win? At some point, you have to have that, and this could be the type of game that sets that forward.
Howie Roseman with the win last week, too, for the trade.
We'll see. All right, we'll dive into that. Eagles obviously have gotten better since last we saw them. The Packers did beat Aaron Rodgers.
That one was like Chris Ballard just knocking on the door 30 times until he finally said, here's the Godfather offer, and Darren Mucci was like, great. But I thought the Saints would be in fire sale mode. I thought the Dolphins would be in fire sale mode. And I thought those two teams would be just unloading all these veteran players, and we'd have, I don't know, Cam Jordan somewhere else this week, or we'd have Bradley Chubb starting for a contender. And they didn't. They kind of... The deals didn't make sense. I almost give credit to those general managers. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice for 20 cents on the dollar just to do something. But the deals that weren't were kind of interesting in the trade deadline.
No doubt about it. What also was interesting is J.J. McCarthy going on the road in Detroit and being able to get a win over the Lions. Coming in here last week, you said that J.J. McCarthy had the weight of the world on his shoulders in the wake of the Carson Wentz injury and all of the things that went down there in Minnesota. How are we feeling this week about J.J. McCarthy and the pressure on him?
I was blown away by that win. I don't think enough was made of it this weekend on Monday morning. This is a guy making his third career start, goes into Detroit with everyone saying he sucks all week long, goes in there and then finds a way to win in that hostile environment, and did so on a huge 3rd and 5 pass to Naylor at the end there. The work I did leading up to that game, I kept on asking Minnesota guys, like, what is he doing in the meantime? While everyone is on the field, what's he been doing? And he would go to the practices, could not practice because he physically was unable to, and he would simulate everything at the line. And you see this sometimes at practices. You see the backup quarterback, like, just going through the motions. But he was doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then you actually saw it. No delay of game penalties. No false starts, no issues on that in that environment. That was huge. So this week they're home. I would expect him to be much more comfortable than he was on the road in Detroit. And I've got the Vikings winning this game. I think the Vikings could beat the Ravens. Ravens are big favorites on the road in Minnesota, and that surprises me because with Van Ginkel back from Minnesota, like, their defense looked really good last week against Detroit.
We'll have a lot more to say to this heading into Monday Night Football, but we won't speak to you before then, Peter. Are the Packers Super Bowl contenders?
I don't know who the Packers are. Some weeks you put them on Thursday Night Football against the Commanders. It's like that team is hoisting a Lombardi later this season. You put them week 1 against the Lions, you're like, that's the team, especially with Micah. And then last week against Carolina at home in the windy conditions, couldn't find a way to beat a team out of the NFC South that put up 100 yards passing. So I can't say that they are the favorites right now in the NFC. I think Monday is a huge test to see just who they are, because I'm not sure yet. I really am not. You can't lose to Cleveland, Carolina, and then tie Dallas and be surprised if someone on the national media is like, I'm still going with the Packers all the way. Those are bad losses.
Schrager story time. Here we go.
Yeah.
You're walking on the field Monday Night Football, Arizona and Dallas. You're there covering the game on the broadcast, and you're talking to everybody about the quarterback situation in Arizona. You learned what?
Yeah, and this is, so visualize this. Get to Dallas. It is I'll say it's a show. I would say circus wouldn't be fair because it was actually very well, orchestrated. But you have Gary Bettman and his NHL lieutenants all there because they're announcing some outdoor game that's going to be happening in Dallas. So you have all of that contingent. You've got Stephen A. Smith in a pink suit. You've got all of that contingent, which is like awesome and fun. And Jerry's entertaining everyone. He's up in the suite. He's down there. Everything. And then I see a Dallas Stars jersey on the sideline just walking, and it's Kyler Murray. And no one had mentioned his name the entire, day leading up to it. I talked to all these Arizona guys on the sideline, and nothing was negative on Kyler. Let me just make that sure. Everything was just so positive on Jacoby Brissett and how terrible they felt for Jacoby because he had played so well the last 5 weeks and they hadn't won. And they had 3 walk-off field goals. And it was crazy.